Hello. Today I am going to be just showing you how I would usually make a sound in massive. And I'm just gonna go along with what I usually do, just start how I start. And how I usually start with making a dubstep or electro EDM sound in massive is I usually just like to use two oscillators, two channels, and I don't really use the modulation that much. So let's just start off with the two channels here. I am going to put gentle speech on one, modern talking on the other. And of course I have to turn the amp up all the way on the second one so we can actually hear it, and I usually like to put them both to filter one so I can put an effect in here. So I'm going to start off with just sampling what it sounds like. Since I don't have a keyboard, I'll just use the built-in one here. Okay, so it kind of sounds bassy, so I want to put the position up a bit. Okay, so now we can really hear both of them, but I honestly think that modern talking is just so high-pitched, so I'm going to bring it down 2 octaves, so now we have something like that. That's cool. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this LFO as this setting. I'm going to go into sync, bring it up to about 8, drag the LFO over, and then we get something that sounds like this. So I'm going to do that for both of these. So we get something that sounds like this. Now of course I'm going to go over to the filter. I'm going to put it on Scream. Scream's one of my favorite filters to put it through because it just makes it sound really grimy and hardcore dubsteppy. Of course we have to turn the cutoff up a bit to hear it. Turn Scream up a ton. Turn that up. Now you can really start to hear the scream. So I'm going to just turn the cutoff down a bit. Scream down a bit. That's awesome. So I'm just going to turn the LFO up a teeny bit. Now, if also another cool effect to do, let's bring the LFO back down to 1/4, so you can really hear this effect. If you turn the pan all the way over to this side, put the LFO on it, it's going to switch between your ears. So every time it goes wow, 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 it'll go from left ear, right ear, or vice versa. So that creates a really cool effect. So now I'm going into the effect panel, and first I'm going to put a small reverb on it. Turn it up so it's a little more wet. Size, teeny bit bigger. Density, maybe a bit. And color, just a tad bit more. It's sounding pretty soft, so I'm going to turn the master volume up. Okay. Next, I'm going to do a phaser. So, turn it up a bit. Great. Now what we can also do is put LFO on the rate. So that kind of goes with the wobble over here. Feedback just a teeny bit more. In depth. So it adds that weird sounding robot sound in the background. Sorry if this tutorial is really weird. I just woke up and I kind of wanted to just do a tutorial. So, okay, last but not least, see a cue. Of course, it's a bass line. It's a wobble bass line, so we want to turn the low up a ton. So now we have something that sounds like this. Boost, yep, teeny bit. Frequency just a tad. And high shelf, we actually want to turn that down some. So now once you have that all done, you'll have a new preset. I usually just like to save it, so I'm going to call it Grimy Wobble. And then I'm just going to plug something out with it quickly. So I'll see you back later when I'm done with that. Okay, so what I did was I just kind of made this short little note thing here. I took a plugin and I copied it 3 times. This version having a 1/4, this one having a 1/8, and this one having a 1/12. So it goes slow, faster, fast. So this is what it sounds like. So I kind of noticed that the phaser was taking over. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. So we have I'll say that about the reverb too. There we go. So sorry about that, I just went a little effects crazy there. So yeah, my last bit of advice, just play around in Massive. You can do so much fun stuff, just really fun to play with. And I mean, hey, you can make some pretty grimy wobbles out of it in the end. So I will probably have this preset in my next plugin pack, the updated one without all the wonky effects. And yeah, Massive is just such a great plugin, and I hope you guys enjoy playing around with it, and I hope you liked my tutorials. Again, I'm sorry if it's a weird tutorial, I just woke up, but I was just having fun. Thank you so much for watching, and Terminal 13 signing off.